So Meg, can you tell us a little bit about what does working with local businesses in particular, what does that bring to your overall capabilities and your experience?
Well, I have to say, and I think that, you know, we reiterate a lot of things over and over, but even as Jason mentioned, the regional, we come into communities year after year, and we may or may not know the community. So that regional aspect, that when we're reaching out in the Business Resource Guide or these Business Connect programs, we're really looking for that. We need to know, you're the eyes and the ears on the ground. I think that regional support, you know it, we don't. So that's like one of the biggest things. Whether it's entertainment, suggestions of entertainment, culinary, all those elements that we're bringing into our events, support, physical support, laborer support, contracting support, you know, all those things. You have the feet and the boots on the ground, and this is why we come to do these Connect programs to really, you know, that's important for us.
Thank you. Vonda, can you tell us a little bit about, can you describe your experience as a program participant? And then further, maybe take us through the steps that led you to the award of a bid that you won.
Well, when I learned about Business Connect coming into my area, and that is New Jersey, New York, we own the stadium, in the New Jersey region, it was really an opportunity where I looked at this and I said, the Super Bowl is coming here, and I really wanted, that moment, I made the decision that I wanted to be a part of it. And so, of course, initially you have to send off some paperwork, and just to make them know a little bit about you. And then they would have these shows, these trade shows. And this was an opportunity for you to go out and you to meet people from Business Connect and also from the NFL. And for me, I looked at this opportunity as a no-lose situation for my business. And the reason I did that is just because I felt to some extent that I had taken my business so far, but I just needed that little leap. And I felt that this would be the opportunity that could give it to me. So when they came in town, I was extremely excited, but I did the first trade show. And they gave us, you know, they told us all the things that they needed from us. And just like they said, every time that they would call and ask for something or send an email, you have to be so responsive that you make sure, because they move quickly, and I make sure that all the information they needed from me, that I would have it available and that I would be there timely, my staff would be ready, and whatever the need was, is that I was going to rise to the occasion and understand that all of the people that were involved along with me, that they were there too to get an opportunity. And it was that they were looking at all of us, and I wanted to make sure that my company was really seen as a leader. So what I did is that we had 2 trade shows, and basically I just set up with a winning attitude that I was going to receive a contract no matter what the case may be, and I went forward and I did everything that I was asked to do and beyond. I did my best. I came in with, I need this. I need this not only for them, but I also need it for myself. So I think there's a lot of superstars out there today, and I know that Trisha's given a lot of information, but there are some of you, if I can tell you one thing, in the last year and a half since I did the Super Bowl, from just the media experience itself, it not only catapulted me into a new arena in my own community, I opened up another business. My catering business was doing initially about maybe 10 events a week. Now we do up to 25. I've hired 35 additional people. I opened up a new restaurant. I've had 7 magazine covers. I just talked to ABC Daytime on Friday. So I know you hear me, but I want you to really hear me, that this could be an opportunity of a lifetime. Is up to you. And you almost have to be somewhat of an opportunist to make it work for you. And I'm telling you, so I know, Trish, I'm talking a little more, but I just want somebody to get it out here that this is the biggest thing that can happen in your business career that you don't have to pay for. Somebody actually pays you. And so I just want you to get that point. And so that's why, and going through that experience, it was just such a wonderful experience. And not only that, all of the connections, I took all of the connections that they made available to us. I took advantage of them. I didn't really deal with J.P. Morgan, but I deal with them now. They've been partners with me ever since, and they've helped me grow my business. Google, Apple, you have them here, and them being a part of this is major for you. Major. Please take advantage. That's all I'm saying.
I think that should be our new tagline. I like it. A business opportunity that you don't have to pay for. They pay you. Mindy, can you tell us what some of the realities of working on an event of this size and of this scale that each of the businesses contemplating participating in this program should know? Basically, what are some of the do's and what are some of the don'ts that you would recommend?
Well, I think that it's been clear that we keep saying the same, one of the same biggest points, and I say it again because it happens every year. It happened to me 3 weeks ago as I'm researching and doing my own, own finding in Arizona for Super Bowl 49. Be responsive. That sounds like the silliest question. Why would somebody not respond? But people don't respond. I reach out. The last time, not on a negative note, but the last time I reached out, I said, okay, well, this is my 3rd call. So after this, just let your owner know I will not be calling any longer, because I was really thrilled to have this company, this business be a part of our program. To make a long story short, be responsive. That's a really important thing. Be realistic. Like I said, like Tisha said, these are big things. These aren't, they won't always be these huge, contracts that come in that are bazillion bucks. That's just not the way it is. But, this program and connects other people. These are building relationships for a community, really, and for the future, as well as, be understanding. I bring that one up because these events take place in a very big environment, secured environment, an environment that's a lot hard to navigate. So be understanding and be prepared for knowing that it's going to take longer than it does. And my last, I think is an important thing, is be a fan. And when I say be a fan, I mean actually be a fan. We're all here for one game, and it really is that experience that we're giving to everybody. So whatever contract you may get or may not get, it's ultimately about the game. So we all try to know that we're having, that fan experience for everybody that's on campus.
Can I just add on to something, Trish?
Of course,
okay.
You can.
When she talks about responsive, I actually hired a personal assistant to help me just with that opportunity of trying to get a contract with the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying that you need to do that, but I knew that a lot of my time was spent in my business and also in my kitchen. So, when a call came through and they needed a deadline, I may not get that call. So I say that because every single time that they asked for something, we responded in a way that made them see the seriousness of our business and that how we wanted to be a part of it. Because the NFL, this is the biggest game in the land. And I'm talking to you from a real perspective. This is the biggest game in the land. And there will be opportunities and so much energy behind it. It's just going to make you even more, it makes you even better of a business person that you might have thought that you had in you. And it certainly did that for me. So I'm just saying, when you talk about responses when they need something, if you don't have the answer, call. There's always a contact. And when the response is given, they will respond right back to you and give you some type of feedback. If they're interested, that can help you take it to the next level. And that's the main thing, to respond back.
Well, on that note, I'm going to have you have the last word, Vonda. Thank you both so much for being here, and hopefully some of this information was helpful, useful, insightful. And again, we will have more of this in the coming workshops and with a little more detail. But please give Mindy and Vonda a warm applause for being here. And thank you very much. Oh, I just will go off this way.
We are at Levi Stadium. Y'all can give them a bigger hand than that. It's really a pleasure, obviously, to be here. So, to use another football analogy, we are in the red zone. We're taking this thing home. So, again, thank you. We know we're throwing a lot of information at you today. The Business Connect program guidebook has a lot of information. Our website has a lot of information. This is just the start. Today is a launch event, but much more is coming. Again, I'm going to plug this email. You're all signed up. We're going to send you information. You can unsubscribe at any time, but we want to make sure you know what the opportunities are. These slides will be made available on our website. We are recording this on video. That will be also available on our website. So all of this information we want to make sure you have. With that, I want to talk quickly about the application process, and then I'm going to invite our last panel, brief panel, for our 4 certifying organizations. So there are basically 5 sections to the Business Connect application. As Vonda shared, this is a program that you must apply to be a part of. The criteria are fairly straightforward. You must provide a good service that we need. You must be located in the 9 Bay Area counties, and you must be certified through one of our certifying partners, who we'll introduce momentarily. The 5 sections you'll provide are a business overview, information on who the applicant is that's filling out the application, information about your diversity, again, the categories that we mentioned, a minority-owned, woman-owned, disabled veteran-owned, LGBT-owned business, and your certification, who has certified you as such, the services that you provide, up to 3 in the categories that are all in our program guidebook and online today. And then, as Tisha talked about, your insurances and some customer references. We want to make sure this is not onerous, but we want to make sure that we have the information that we can have in our database once you're in the program to be able to provide to the NFL and contractors like M Group, Scenic, and others who are going to be looking for you to do work with them. Important dates. Today, the application is now available online. You can leave, well, don't do it while you're sitting here. But while you're waiting for your tour, for you that have the 5 o'clock tours, fill out your application on your smartphone. We have smartphone-enabled website, so fill out the application there. You have until April 30th to complete your application. Now we're going to send you many reminders because we know we all will wait till the end. So we're going to send you a lot of reminders to complete it, because if you're not already certified in one of those categories I mentioned, you're also going to need to be certified. And we allow a little more time for those certifications to actually be filed. So I wanted to make sure you were aware of those dates. With that, I'm going to invite our certifying panel to come up on stage. We're going to have about a 10-minute discussion with them. They're each going to tell you about who they are, the organization that they are, who they certify, their process, and the most important reason to get certified from their point of view. Come on up. So we have Lawrence Wooten, the president of the Western Region Minority Supplier Development Council. We have some WRMSDC certified groups in the house. We have Diane McClellan, the president of Astra. All right, we've got some Astra certified businesses. We have Wayne Gross from Department of General Services. And we've got Douglas Faison from the Supplier Diversity Office of the Supplier Clearinghouse.